Oh, the pedos are seething, causing them to frown. Roblox servers are burning to the ground. They shouldn't have been schlepped. They got them booed. It's about fucking time for Roblox to be slewed.
Somebody was listening to that one Pacific song.
As I take a drink.
You sound somebody was listening to that one Pacific Da Vinci Notebook song.
And I'll tell you what I told you in the Discord server. If I put that in Suno for the AI to make the song, I'll be almost on every AI watch list.
Joke's on you. You're already on a watch list.
Well, I know. Well, I know because my old job, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
This is my glorious return to the podcast. Who knows when I'm going to record another one because it's been a while since I've done one of these. But today, the fucking Roblox shit happened, and also YouTube. This is not for show or for kids under the age of 18 because fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck. I'm 39 years old. I don't give a shit at this point.
Everybody here except for me is old as fuck.
So let's say hi to the panel. Jeff's actually working, so otherwise he'd be joining in on this too. He's closing tonight, so that's why my normal co-host ain't here. But I got a cavalcade of other people to join me as we all make fun and watch as this horrible company starts burning to the ground.
Well, that's half my experience of the day. My other half is finding too many people on Instagram simping for pictures of women clearly made in AI.
And dead air. Who would like to introduce themselves first?
I guess I'm Ty.
Is it working for me? Yeah. One of the other co-hosts is recording for me because, well, Discord can't fix their shit. It keeps not responding, then responding, then not responding, then responding. I can't wait till I get my new computer.
I'm Ty. I'm usually the one that records the Superstrider eats weird food stuff on my own channel.
Yeah. We have anyone else want to introduce themselves?
Wheelgirl, who's
I hope so.
We got to show one of our other current co-hosts right now, the youngest member. Introduce yourself while you're at a convention.
Okay, my name is C Mommy for temporary purposes, but my true name is Jason 2.0, aka J.
We gotta show him my little puzzle quest thing because I want to see his reaction when I put that to work 10 years ago. But whatever. We still have two more people on the panel, though one of them may have to duck out soon. You want to introduce yourself first before you have to leave?
Sure. I am the Keg Plant Wizard, the 19th one, because the first 18 decided to lemming their way into death. And I'm currently working on a PC array to which I have to triple check which power connector I need for my power supply so that I don't explode. Also, just as a note, if you do not have a new computer by December, I will make a concerted effort to send you a fucking Optiplex or Lenovo ThinkBox, which will hopefully solve your goddamn issues. It'll be a relatively old computer, but it'll be one that works. And you can put Linux on it.
Yeah. And our last member, of the Order of the Wheel.
Wheelgirl, and currently in currently annoyed at a bunch of idiots on Instagram for simping for AI girls and suddenly realizing I don't have enough VRAM to play Indiana Jones on the Great Circle. No, nobody in the call. I am not annoyed by anyone in the call right now.
Yet.
So the reason I'm bringing my show back, at least for today, because this is either going to, this doesn't get uploaded tonight, it'll definitely be uploaded tomorrow. Guess what happened today, guys?
Robot.
Somebody brought the equivalent of ketchup on cheesesteaks to your stoop, and you're now annoyed.
Wheelgirl is a furry.
Roblox is exploding as we speak.
Well, pedophilia could do what child exploitation couldn't.
For as an actual public service announcement, because I don't want kids watching this. You shouldn't be. We're going to be swearing a lot and talking about fucked up shit. But any parents listening right now, if your kid is playing Roblox, get him off of it. Thank God my sister doesn't let my nephew play it. Because
here's one of the funny things. So I have two friends whose kids are about Roblox age, and one of them actually posted on the article on Instagram. So she knows what's going on, and obviously she won't let her little daughter play Roblox.
Yeah, there's some shenanigans going on that fucking platform.
I'm amazed. This is the thing that brings them down. Not the other.
The public knowing. Guess what? It all blew up in their faces.
Well, this is the item that decides to destroy them. They've been yelling at Roblox before, like for claiming that the game making stuff was basically child working exploitation type of situation. But well, I guess you consider this as worse, and that's the thing that drags them down.
I've actually known about this particular thing. It's been burning in the background for the last several months because, well, I watch Null's podcast, and he's talked about it numerous times because, well, this shit always gets posted to the Kiwi Farms. But now it's fucking...
Even my boy Donut was on it.
Basically... Roblox as a company is trying to protect people that prey on children instead of throwing them into the wood chipper.
Well, because they'd rather have pedophiles on there than having one of the people hunting down pedophiles get their ass beaten.
Yeah.
Pedophiles.
And they banned him.
Bullshit right there. They changed their terms of service. We do not allow vigilantism on our platform.
But it's not vigilantism because he's doing the Batmanism. He's calling the cops and sending them all the information, calling the cops. And
everything by the law legally. Vigilantism means he's taking the law into his hands. No, he's doing everything by the book. It just hurts your guys' bottom line. And for those of you who don't know, over half of the player base of Roblox right now are under the age of 16.
That's
like 50. Like the percentage, I think, is like 56% or something like that.
With at least half of those being the age of 10.
Yes, and half of those the age of 9 or 10.
Some videos I watch talking about this were saying that Roblox was giving these cease and desist mainly to protect their ass from these people getting injured or killed by the pedos who get angry and go after them.
Why? Yeah.
I saw a story this morning about this, where the father of a young girl was actively suing or like started or saw some of the shit that was happening because one of these creepy fucks was talking to his daughter. He was like, "Oh hell no!" And then the parents are now suing Roblox because of it. And Roblox's public statement in that where it says we take security for our people or like our player base seriously, that we make sure that everyone follows the law, everyone is safe and secure, everyone is safe on our platform. There's nothing going on. We protect all our underage users and stuff like that. And I saw that, and I'm just saying this, and I just
shit. Sorry,
it's bullshit because I've seen their list.
Tell me sweet little lies. Because
it has to,
fucking
it is full bullshit because if you go through the different games, worlds people have created, some of them are names that are so obviously trying to attract people into weird shit, weird kinky shit. Some are less obvious. Some are less obvious, but when you go in, you go, oh shit, it's like those things. And
let me list some of the fucking the game modes that you can play on this. Escape from Epstein Island. Fucking
that one might be a joke.
Louisiana also sued Roblox, by the way.
Ooh, we got one state. Fuck you!
No, Lords are suing.
The old Smoky's already kicking in. I feel funny, guys. There's a reason why someone else is recording, not me, and they're going to send me the stuff later because I have to be drunk for this. Because, oh God. God.
I'm working on something right now, or else you're going to see like a bunch of AI create images during the recording.
Yeah, I'm only going to be ripping I only really need the audio for this because I'm just going to put on my background for it because it's going on my channel, and then I'm going to be posting it here and everywhere and shit. But yeah, if you're an adult and you have a kid, don't let them play this game. Please, for the love of God, don't, because there are people out there that will want to do horrible things to your kids, and they use this as a medium.
Some of them stupidly put on obvious names. Some hide it better at least in the game listings.
Let's talk about Schlep. He got this guy built a sting operation or whatever the fuck to this is drunk me talking to actually try to catch these guys. He had like people that pose in as minors, and they find out that it got to the point where they actually got like 20 or so motherfuckers arrested, and they had the proof and shit, and then sent to the Roblox and like, why aren't you banning these guys? Because they're doing this really shady stuff, and it should not. And there's children here. And no, they sent him a DMCA instead.
I believe it's partly their money.
DMCA
and partly,
for being well, I don't know.
They sent him a cease and desist letter because they want to protect both their bottom line and their legal action case. One of these people who are looking into the pedophiles gets their ass handed to them.
Yeah, it's not only that, Wheelgirl.
I think Josh talked about this like about a couple months ago on one of his Maddies. But
it's not only that, Wheelgirl.
The actual company is protecting people who prey on children instead of the actual children who make a majority of their user base. But then again, all they care about is money.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I bet Roblox is also going to try to use it, right? No. It's got nothing to do with capitalism. So number one thing Roblox is going to try to defend itself. So we're just a platform for people to make games. We don't control what the people make.
Oh, you mean like itch.io? Or itch.io? Sorry.
How about take or like, and the fact of the matter is what pissed me off because I looked at the DMCA letter because, well, Schlep posted it, and it says flat out, we have in order for us to do this, we have the proper channels you need to go through in order for to do that. I remember I first found out about it because I watched Donut Operator talk about it because he interviewed Schlep. There are no fucking proper proper channels for them to go through. The fact that they're just doing damage control at this point, where they're saying, "Oh, you can't expose this," even though the mainstream news is now picking it up. There's actual politicians that are backing Schlepp now because what the fuck is this shit?
Forget actual politicians. Actual politicians are suing Roblox.
Yeah. That's the one thing. There's a massive lawsuit forming on this, and I think Reese is actually sharing something. I believe because let's take. Okay,
I'm just gonna. For some of these politicians, I wouldn't trust them because they might be using this as their excuse of filing sense of the internet.
Yeah, that's the drawback. But the problem is, though, I have to look at this, and I'm like, there are so many fucked up things on there, and there's stuff that children do not need to be exposed to. Yeah, I get that, but at the same time, there's you have to consider there's a control and stuff like that. The problem is this can be dealt with if there's an active, effective moderation on that platform that try to actually enforce laws and rules and shit like that. And B, at least the parents that are now seeing this shit are doing something and moderating everything that what their kids are doing online, which they should be doing anyway. But whatever.
Better now than never.
Yeah, I'm kind of like I'm at a bit of a loss for. So, have we gone through the terms of service so that we can, like, what part of the terms of service did they break?
I mean, being a creepy pedo?
No, that's not.
Is that?
Bro, that's not what I'm talking. I'm trying. I know. I'm trying to be somewhat on task with being slightly serious. Like, what is their justification? Are they literally hiding behind, hey, the privacy of our users argument? Because that's bad.
The problem is, though, that Schlepp actually exposed the guys who were talking to them, and they were actually sending like links for like Snapchat and shit like that, where they can show cheese pizza and shit, or like stuff that's off the site. But the problem is that they have it on there, and let's not forget that Roblox is the people behind it are trying to introduce a dating app within their game.
Yes.
Hey, whoa! Why a dating app when most of your player base is young kids?
We don't know, Wheelgirl. We don't know.
Well, I guess I would ask this general question as well: is what kind of game even fucking is Roblox? Because
the only time I've actually seen games is of actual.
Because I've never played that game.
The only time I've actually seen actual physical gameplay in person. I actually have an antidote for this. That's the booze talking. Was when I was at a public library down in Camden, Ohio, when I was visiting my family, because at the time I was in my early to mid 20s, and my sister, who now has a kid, at the time she was under the age of 18, so she was going to the public library to go do stuff, and I would be there on my laptop, just cruising the internet. But I would see the kids at the library playing this game. It was Roblox, I found out. But I looked at the screen, and I'm thinking, what's this ghetto ass Minecraft that looks like it's a knockoff? But all the characters you're playing as are really fat Lego people. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
That's the usual form it takes, but you can make them. But here's the thing in its archaic is depending on what the
decade ago, Wheels. There's a problem with it first. They're playing it through the browser, apparently. Kind of like old school RuneScape.
Yeah, but I was going to say is Roblox is basically a platform to make games on. So
okay,
it can be
I've
basically anything, and it had several different different art styles you can choose from.
I'm literally losing a platform to make games.
Most of the people pick the thing that pick the form that Superside in, but there is you can make it, but there is art styles you can choose from that makes it more realistic and whatnot.
I'm literally using a platform to make games in RPG Maker. I don't see any pedals on here. Hopefully.
Well,
RPG Maker.
RPG Maker has some other issues though that I mean one could get into, but
Maker is a program to make a game, not a
it's not a
server
self-contained
that
platform that can also be a server. Yeah, like Wheels was. Sorry, Wheels, you were gonna say.
You can make your game. You can yours is just a game maker program, not also a server where you can share the games with other people and go on and have it be a multiplayer game.
Right.
Go ahead.
No. I need a minute because I'm my state of mind right now is as is the avatar I've used of Pipsy being drunk and talking to Conquer.
Right. Yeah, I was just okay. So now that I have a better understanding of what Roblox is, again, it's not that I disagree or agree with you, Ty. It's just that the difference between like RPG Maker and Roblox apparently is that Roblox is a self-contained environment that you can host, a developed game on, whereas you can't really do that with the RPG Maker.
I guess we could take the same thing for Unity and Linux. Sorry, Unity and Unreal.
Yeah, CryEngine, like we're like because RPG Maker is essentially a game engine, whereas Roblox is not just a game engine; it's also like a server environment. So
apparently a creep detector.
Yeah, I that is what one would say is a lateral move by saying, "Hey, I'm protecting my users by you going and being what would usually be considered being an upright citizen." By I mean, let's say hypothetically they were just fishing for for a raging clue, like in the Hardly Boys, something South Park, but. Uh, like they're not saying they're not explicitly being Batman. They're doing something, and then if they go and report it to the proper authorities, they're not really breaking your terms of use. In fact, they're actually doing your security job for you, which again
but
it's a lateral move, developers of Roblox.
Yeah, but Roblox rather have their protect their own money and ass, their money because they want to keep games going, and not want this bad press, and want to protect their ass just in case one of these pedos decide to go after people like the one you follow, and and try and kill them.
Oh,
I'm actually going to direct this to because it's relevant to what Reese has typed on his actual stream. Reese, can you read that aloud because I need this in audio format because it's perfect. It is blatantly perfect. Reese, you there? Read the actual line to pass the to whatever.
Yeah, everybody dance now. That was the power thing. Sorry.
Now I have to actually ask the question to the panel. How many of you, because I don't, but how many of you have at least at one point had a Roblox account?
Never in my life.
Not me. Well, no. Well, actually, no. I don't even think I signed up through Gilded through Roblox. But if that was an intrinsic thing, then I guess technically I did, but I not actively no.
Yeah, I know at least Reese had a Gilded server, but then after this shit happened, he immediately nuked it with good reason, because at this point, no, I don't want to be anywhere near this shit.
Way too many. Wait.
It was time to activate Seasville.
Let me guess. More. Let me guess. More red flags than Chinese parade. Huh?
I've already made the joke that we need to nuke Roblox's servers, but we'll come back to that point. Jay, actually, I think you said or like this was before the show. You said you actually had an account.
And I'll be right back. My food is about to hear.
My only thing is I don't like
C Mama. I think he might be busy because he's at a convention. If memory was telling before, he used to have an account, but then he lost access to it, and then shenanigans or whatever the fuck. I'm pretty sure he got away from it too because, well, this shit's this is, you don't want to touch this, bro. I'm staring at the floor right now because, well, you know. Yeah. Sorry for waking you up, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry for waking you up, bro, but you did express interest of joining on this, so. I have the sleeping patterns of an old man, so I don't have that problem. I'm early to bed, early to rise.
Yeah. Oh, Viggy, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. It's a lie. It's always a lie. Tasty Shacks is bullshit. Oh, sorry. There's
Water.
no. Well, no, it's not that.
I know exactly how drunk I am right now. I need to drink water.
For $10,000, Strider would do a face reveal.
Dude, my face is already on the internet, on my YouTube. Dude, we recorded a video like last week, or was it 2 weeks ago, when we watched a bunch of pigs race in a circle.
All funds would go to the
This is already on the internet. I don't give a shit.
All money will go to the local beef deal location.
But since you're back, I did direct a question towards you specifically. You said, remember before the show, you mentioned you had a Roblox account?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that?
Oh yeah. I had two. The second one I got rid of it, or I believe I got rid of it. The first one was named Blueberry Ice Cream Pie, and I know exactly it was that name because that's what I named it, and I lost that account. But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be on a one. I had never used it really anymore anyway. But I'm not about to hold an account that gives way to pedophiles.
Yeah. Considering you are the youngest member of and considering you probably had that first account back when you were a kid.
9 years old.
Yep, because for reference, Jay here, as the youngest member of the panel, he's now 21. And this guy was born the year I graduated high school. And that makes me feel really fucking old.
Yeah, y'all all feel old now, don't y'all?
I mean, not specifically now. I felt old since I was like about 17, so but falling off of houses and doing a lot of things, getting hit by cars, that'll do that to a guy.
Yeah, I started feeling old once I hit puberty because that's when I started growing gray hair. Thanks, Mom.
I guess the first time I felt old was the first time that I got shunted by a truck on the way home from school. That was when I started feeling old.
Yeah. I started gray hair since my mom.
And one was my uncle that said, "Walk it off," and I was like, "I'm 14. Fuck you." I mean, look, I understand that Ford pickups don't exist anymore, at least not in the permutation of those trucks. But it's still, I was only like 210 pounds, not looking, on my way home from school, and a driver wasn't paying attention and just clipped onto the sidewalk, and at least the driver was like, "Hey, are you okay?" I was like, I hurt a lot. Nowadays they wouldn't even do that. Yeah. Nowadays they just keep going.
Yeah, I got some more stories. But
look what you did to my car. Look what you did to my body.
Look what you did to my car.
Dude, you should see some of the people that they get shown on Donut Operator's channel, but that's not relevant here. But whatever.
Anyways, Roblox.
I'm eating Albanese right now. I need to feel better.
Yeah, the diddly platform for the diddlers of kitties. I guess.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
I don't have kids, but I do have siblings who do. And I need to talk to the other ones. My sister, particularly, already told me flat out, she already knows about this scary shit that's been happening on Roblox. And
right.
Immediately stopped my nephew from playing it. I was like, and when she told me that, I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is like adjacent to the topic that we're currently on, but we were talking about like parenting yesterday, just hanging out.
Yeah.
Because Wheelgirl was in the call for a second, and I was like, yeah. Does anybody else here find it wild at the exponential rate that parents are just like, no, I just want to be even more hands off.
Yeah, that's the one thing
that's cool.
Because there's a lot of parents that do that. They just hand the device or the tablet or whatever the fuck to the kid, just so that you don't have to deal with them. And then there's platforms like this that they have easy access to.
Mm-hmm.
And bad actors will just ruin it for everybody, and they will just start preying on those who don't know any better. And that literally scares me. We need to. I'm like, Wheelgirl's not in the call right now. I'm not saying her real name because, well, we're on the show. But I hope to God she doesn't let her daughter play it.
I don't know, but knowing her and how she is, she would be monitoring that like a hawk. Yeah, rightfully so, because she's not a hands-off type of parent.
Well, she didn't strike me as hands-off either, because she's actively interested in what her kid does online and stuff like that. And with good reason. With so many bad actors out there, it's depressing actually to be brutally honest, to see that so many people out there are it's just horrible.
I know, like I said at the beginning too, I know one of my friends found the Roblox scenario already. I just hope the whose child is her age of playing Roblox. I think she literally turns 8 today. I just hope my other friend, who's also child in Roblox age, either finds an article or gets a message. Hey, if you kids playing Roblox, get them to cease and desist immediately.
I may be an old man stating that I also have a Facebook, but whatever. But I know for a fact that several of my friends, as well as family members, I have on Facebook. It's like some of my old high school family or high school friends and stuff like that. I'm going to send this podcast to them because they have kids. I do not, but they do, and they need to know this shit.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully, now, thankfully, the rest of the group is either over the age of 18 or below the age of 5, and therefore we don't have to worry about them.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff. I was watching it when I was at work today during break, obviously because actual work hours. I'm not going to go into it. There's a reason why I'm inebriated right now. I kind of want to forget this week because we had to do so much. Jay can attest to that because he was here for most of it.
Right.
Because alcohol is always a good coping mechanism, people.
You know what? I 80% agree with you with that.
I'm at home.
But if you're on dialysis, no, it is not.
I know.
And don't drink and drive.
I'm fucking drunk. I am not getting behind the wheel. Fuck no. I am at home. I am keeping my happy ass here.
No,
and I'm
about
to have a hangover.
Time for a time check. Yeah, okay.
That was me sucking down part of this jug of water I have next to my bed.
Oh boy.
I've already polished off my alcoholic beverage. I'm only having one, but the problem is the stuff I have is like fucking strong, and I put a little too much in there.
Right.
I have the 75.5% alcohol Gosling rum or whatever the fuck it was because they don't sell it anymore. But I still have this peppermint whatever the fuck is it? It's the store-bought moonshine, the stuff they're legally on. It's still at least 50% alcohol by volume, and I poured quite a bit in this cup before I mixed it, and I've already drained that, and I'm not having any more. I don't want any more. I'm already fuzzy in the head as it is. Everything. Why is the thing I'm sitting on moving?
That could be the Earth.
Yeah, there's a reason why I only
Bonnie's on the bed.
And I refuse to get behind the wheel. You can't make me.
Strider, make sure Bonnie's not under the bed again.
Oh no.
Nope, he's not down there. What are we talking about?
We're talking about how Roblox is a blight on society, and we have yet to go over the contingency plan of how we're going to glass Roblox.
I now need I need something wholesome. I'm picking up my Godamon plush. I'm hugging it.
Oh, if you want something wholesome, you can. I mean, it's a bit of a lateral move, but we could go over more information about Java.
Really? I haven't.
Well, I mean, if you wanna, no one's gonna force you to.
I thought you were talking about the programming language.
No, I was talking about that thing that might make you feel better to talk about your thing.
Oh right, because Ty's developing a game right now. He's making something in RPG Maker, and right. a couple nights ago, I brought him the idea of this character I wanted to do if I ever take part in a D&D campaign. But a good aligned gnoll, which is an oxymoron in and of itself, but the backstory makes sense because he's a gnoll that was ostracized by gnolls by the gnoll tribes and stuff like that because he's a pacifist and like me, has the mentality of pain hurts. Why would I do that to somebody?
Well,
I gotta leave.
Where we haven't checked the characters the updated characters out yet, you can check it out. I did put the full backstory in, but he's officially part of the main characters list.
Yeah, he's a pacifist by nature. So he was kicked at. He was ostracized around it as a pup. This is the backstory I have written for him. He's ostracized as a pup, basically. C Mama has to leave, so we'll see you guys later.
See y'all later.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're out of sense. You gotta go. So I wasn't expecting you to be staying the whole thing. So have a good night.
Thank you.
I'll send you
stay safe, everybody.
Live. So you can see the rest of it, but whatever. Back to the story. Java is the backstory for him is he was ostracized as a pup because he's a gnoll who's a pacifist who doesn't like hurting people. For a race in D&D, which Ty, you're more versed in this than me because you're a DM. Can you elaborate what gnolls actually are?
Say again?
Can you elaborate on what gnolls actually are?
D&D Klingons. That's the best way to describe them as short.
Yeah, basically, but they're instead of like humans with forehead ridges, they're giant hyena people.
Right.
They're literally they're hyena furries, but they're naturally evil aligned. They're warlords. They go and rape, murder, and pillage and shit, and they like to fight. So I like making the antithesis of that. Where how about one that's like instead wants to actually help people, doesn't like hurting things, because that's an extension of me because I don't like hurting things because, like I said, pain hurts. Why would I inflict that on someone else? But the backstory is he gets ostracized. He gets found as a pup by a couple of alchemists. I'll let because Ty's right in the game. I'll let him decide the race and whatever. But it's a couple. They decide to adopt him and raise him as his own. Like again, calling back to the D&D thing of nature versus nurture. Is a baby orc evil or some shit? But basically, he gets raised and he brought to a village out in the middle of nowhere, and he gets raised as an alchemist. And he makes poultices and stuff like that, and healing potions and stuff like that because it makes people better. Thus, he's helping people, and it makes him happy because Java is a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
and he likes it when he helps people because it makes him feel good. This is also me talking because that's how I do. That's how my brain is functioned. If I'm helping someone else and it makes them happy, if I do something that makes someone else happy, it therefore makes me happy. It's like it's the reason why when you see me on a bunch of Discord servers, I like to post a bunch of cute things. As a 39-year-old man, I like cute stuff that makes people smile, and thus it makes people happy, and it therefore makes me happy. And I also like animals and stuff like that, so that's why. But basically, he likes helping people because it makes them happy, and therefore he gets happy, and he likes getting head pats and stuff like that because he's a good boy. He's like a doggo. And his name is Java. This is a reference, actually. The name comes from the old-ass adventurer from the first Grande game.
Mm-hmm.
where you fight you get there's a part in the game where you have to do a quest for this old adventurer in order for him to get a pass or something like that. It's been a while since I last played, but the name stuck with me. He was this old ass adventure guy, and he likes coffee. That's why he's called Java. He really likes coffee. And so this Java is the same thing. And his character quirk, because he's an alchemist, his character thing is he kind of likes to make his own flavors of coffee. And that was a joke I got from that I thought was funny because I saw it in. I have to ask the panel: have any of you played Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth?
Unfortunately, no, I did not.
No, I have not.
I do recommend it. It's a really good RPG. But there's in the Cyber Sleuth side because I have the combination with Hacker's Memory on my Switch. But the Cyber Sleuth side, there's a female detective because, well, of course, tits. But her character quirk is she makes weird concoctions for coffee when she drinks it. Like I think one of the flavors was mayonnaise and caviar coffee. Everything that's technically edible, but why would you fucking put this in a coffee? And it was a running joke, and I kind of like that. Like, this kind of fits Java, except Java's a good boy, and he'll listen to you if you create or suggest specific stuff. But he also, since he's an alchemist, he knows not to mix certain things because he doesn't want to hurt people, because that's stupid.
Yeah, like that's Java's. I wouldn't say he's counter to the NPC submission that I put in, which was the Tetra Slime traveling slime merchant brothers, which are all model. So the inspiration for them was Stiltskin from Final Fantasy IX, but if Stiltskin was a slime and it had brothers, so kind of like the brothers from Legend of Dragoon that you find, they're always in the wrong place at the wrong time. That get no business except for you. But instead of having that, that comedy bit, these are all like part of the charm of them is that they're slimes. So they're basically just they're kind of, because we don't have like a thing like Moogles in the game yet. So they're that's kind of that's kind of the concept that I was going to go with these things.
I think the fight thing is because it's slimes, and because I had to put it in the first dungeon and everything that's afterwards. What the paladin's reaction is like a monster. You're the one who's torturing the farmers, and the other person's like, calm down. They're not threats. Calm down.
Yeah, it's kind of like with I had the backstory for Java. He works at an apothecary in a town that's in the middle of the boonies. So when people actually have interacted with Knowles before, they see him, they freak the fuck out, and then all the NPCs in the town or the members of the town go, "You're new here, aren't you?" That's just Java. He's a good boy. Why do you want to hurt him?
Yeah, the core.
Knowles looks scary, but then you hear Java open his mouth. He's like, "Hi, can I be your friend? Can I be your friend? Hi, I like pets."
Yeah, I might have put in way too much work with the slime brothers.
Stories of Java's weird configuration spread far and wide, but everyone's seriously confused once they see what he is.
Yeah, he just has a goofy grin on his face, and he just like me, he just wants to see the best in people. Because
there we go. Wait. But
it makes him feel good.
I bet one of their first questions they ask him is, "Wait, are you one of those creatures? Why are you a chippy happer fellow?"
Yeah. So one of the other things is that with the slime merchants is that they teach you skills. And pretty much all the skills are references to other things. Like for instance, Stiltskin, who's the item merchant, he has skills like Mix-a-Lot, First Aid, Scholar, but Axel, who is an armor and accessory, merchant, he has Kabuto Shell, Shield Hero, Devil Dealer, and of course,
so
Master of Disguise, which is
here's after the play.
I fucking love that one.
So when I saw the list, I was like, okay, Pilfer, like Steal a Mug. I thought that Steal a Mug was in the game directly. I had to make the skill. I just look at YouTube videos to make the Steal a Mug skill. I'm like, wait a second.
I have
Steal a Mug should be. It's a default. It's in every single RPG.
Well, true, but
Why does that make it?
Pilfer as the skill will just up your chance for stealing when using a mug command, which is what the skill like appraise is just making like for instance appraise is just the player's ability to sell high or get a discount at different shops. And I think everybody but Otto, because Otto is the chef. And you can, oh god, Stave Puft Chef, Master Baker, Endless Gourd, and the Feeder of Gods, aka Master Chef. Oh my god, the fucking puns are amazing.
No, you want the puns? Let me see the puns. Let me fire up the Actually, I'm on the RPG Maker. Let me fire up the what you call my actually print the actual put the actual researches so far.
Okay,
right.
My experience with slimes when it comes to like a media and stuff like that, the things that pop into my head. One of these, I actually blame Ty for this. The first one is the Dragon Quest slime. This is not what because it's goofy ass face.
Oh, see, but that's the thing is they could be like. See, that's one of the things I was going to ask is like, should the slimes have like a face on them, or should they just be like slimes that don't have faces?
I have a suggestion for that, and we'll get to it in a minute. But the second one that pops in my head, and I blame Ty for this, Rimuru.
Oh yeah, that's the type of slime that I initially thought would be the best, because one of the puns is that you have to distinguish each of the brothers by color because they all look the same. They're just slimes. They're just globs of thing. Like one's a lavender color, one's a sapphire blue, one's jade, and one's orange. And it's like, oh, okay. So then you can easily distinguish. It's like, but they're not always together. Like sometimes they're like, so depending on where Ty has you in the game, sometimes they'll all be together. Sometimes they'll just be in pairs. Sometimes they'll just be like, in a situation. But also, similar to classic RPGs, they can also work as an in and a save point in a pinch. So like you can have them save your game and heal you, because we certainly don't need more JRPGs that don't allow you to save and don't allow you to heal yourself in the middle of a fuck off dungeon.
Yeah, as you look at the character list, are at the 5th female slime. That's literally just the safe one. But not the same one.
Oh yeah, I inadvertently. Sorry, Ty. Just really quickly, I inadvertently created the mother slime, of which all slimes in the world come from, and all she is just this. She is the giant slime entity of which all other slimes, good and bad, just wander into the world. And the goal for all the other slimes is to go back to the mother slime to reassimilate.
And thank you, because I might have a boss fight of either Pandora or Block take over corrupting the mother slime.
Okay. Well, hopefully the mother slime doesn't get murdered all the way hardcore, because because essentially, much like vampires, if you kill the mother slime, all the slimes die. And
they're not going. They're not going to go for the kill. Eventually, she's going to snap herself out of it and force Pandora and Block to run away.
Yeah, I've had a weird affection for slimes in like the last 5 years. They're so versatile. They're like, they can be dishwashers, they can be trash compactors or trash disposals, they could be self-contained baths, they could be healing potions. I mean, they can be trampolines. They can be super soft and extremely absorbent beds. They're so versatile. They do everything. They're even there for emotional support when you're lonely as fuck and you need the shape of a particular waifu. They can shapeshift to be that. So
All right,
versatile.
so currently here's a common event for like we learn cook. Like Rachel can cook, Eldon can cook, Higgins can cook, Ocean can cook. And of course, the second thing is you had to learn cook 1 or learn cook 2. And last thing
Yeah.
is like Rachel's become a master chef. Eldon's going master chef, etc. Steal is Rachel can steal. But it's fair because remember the first thing made sure she's trying to steal your wallet.
Right.
Eldon can steal. As a paladin? Higgins can steal more than Lady's hearts. Ocean can steal. Rachel's become a bad influence on her.
But bringing back to the idea of the different slimes doing different things kind of reminds me of back in the day. I was making when I was younger, I was making a Sonic the Hedgehog RPG. This was before Sonic Chronicles and shit came out. But I had an idea for the different slime, or not slimes. Chows, yeah. Chows, they look like slimes. But
they basically are.
But different chows, specifically looking like different characters. So, for instance, the Tails Chow the one that looks like Tails, can restore HP and MP while in a dungeon. The Sonic Chow allows you to save. The Amy Chow allows you to change your party members. The Knuckles Chow allows you to buy items, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So that you just get unlocked an old memory of mine, and no opportunity in that game because RPG Maker 2003 doesn't really work on modern platforms anymore.
True. Yeah.
We wanted to do that. It stopped working on Windows 10, and I'm going to have to upgrade to Windows 11 soon, and it's not going to work on that either. And I would have to do a complete and utter overhaul because, dear God, back in the day, I had everything completely fucking utterly unbalanced. And I would have to completely overhaul everything, and yeah.
Yeah, one of the even their entire backstory, I think I have in basically less than a paragraph, or maybe a paragraph. They're just descendant of the mother slime, and they were much like Java. They were found by a troop of merchants, and they observed how the merchants did things, and so each slime just has a distinct thing. So Otto was around a chef, or a cook rather, and so much like Kaine from Final Fantasy IX, as the brothers traveled with the troop, he saw the cook all this amazing shit, but he didn't quite know how to do it yet. So you bring Otto different ingredients, and you can make increasingly better stuff, which ups your cooking level. And then when you become a master chef, then you can make max efficiency, HP and MP item foods, and status and restore buff foods.
Kind of like the item creation from Star Ocean.
Yeah. But they're permanent skills that you use, and you can use them generally everywhere once you've upped your cook level. But the only way to level up your cook level is to keep bringing stuff back, or keep bringing a certain amount of item. I don't think we should make it so that you have to do a collectathon. It's just within let's say there's, well, I don't know how many items Ty's going to put in the game, but let's say out of 100 you brought 75% of the cooking ingredients to Otto, then you could potentially become a feeder of gods, aka the master chef. But by that point you should be much later, in the last third of the game.
The last core of the game.
Yeah, and because at that point the enemy should be strong enough, and you would need those. Mind you, foods are essentially just items, but Stiltskin, who's the item conjurer / alchemist, brother, merchant, he's the one that teaches you how to mix different items together to make either magic like resistant or buff items, or attack items, or just more potent potions and stuff, like just medicines. That's the main distinction. Also, Stillskin allows you the scholar, whatever the scholar skill will be, which is a learn a spell ability. So it's kind of like I kind of yoinked that from Breath of Fire 3, where you could observe your enemies. But instead of having that from the jump, you'd have to learn it. So I would say you probably learned that in the first third, the end of the first third of the game, or the second quarter of the game, because to start out, you probably don't need to learn as many skills, because that goes towards game direction, game balance. It's like, if we plan it properly, having useful skills or having skills that you could use later in the game, it's you don't necessarily need that when you're still getting the bearings of the first. I mean, again, this is also the way that Ty's probably planning out his RPG. I would approach differently than my blunting method. I would actually feel out properly, like, okay, what's over here? What's this? What's that? Like go through it in a, similarly to how I went through RPGs back in the day, which was feeling out and exploring. Now I'm very much a barbarian when I approach a lot of RPGs. I just blunt until I become an unbreakable shield, and then I mush the rest of the game to death.
Okay. Before I forget, I have to bring it back to the third slime wall before alcohol decides I have to forget it. The third type of slime that would be perfect for like the faces and stuff for your slimes, bro.
Okay.
Have you ever played Slime Rancher?
No, I mean I've seen it, but I've never played it though.
That is one of those feel-good games where everything's just adorable and you just have to. It's just one of those games I like to put on when I'm feeling bad because everything is smiling and happy to see you. All the slimes are adorable and they have cute little derpy faces.
I mean, look, and that's the beauty of RPG Maker, is that Ty could make assets for that, and then we could just have them. I mean, again, depending on how deep we want to get into the graphical capabilities of the game, we could have it so that we could have I need head pats mode.
Can we
where you ask him, it's like, make a funny face option in the dialogue tree, and then it just makes a goofy ass face.
Ty, I'm getting a picture of a tabby slime for you. We need to have these because they're my favorite in Slime Rancher because they're just little cat slimes and they're adorable and they like to boop you. And I just see them and like they always put a smile on my face, and I really want to have a plushie of one of these because it's adorable. I'm on Google right now. I'm grabbing a picture to share with you. Google tabby slime. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Meanwhile, I probably should start making the slime siblings. Thankfully, I do not need AI art to make a circle and two dots.
Yeah. Again, like it's
it made some flair, like a lab coat or a chef's hat or something like that.
See, Ty, if we were making this game in like a CryEngine 6 or an Unreal Engine 6 like environment, then yes, maybe we'd want to put some more work into the slime. Make it luminous enough, make it supple enough, make sure that it can shift into things.
I'm making a platformer RPG mix.
I know. That's why I was distinguishing. It's like, look, if we were making this shit like in a triple AAA context, oh yeah, I would go balls out on the slimes. I would have them make fucking adorable faces. I would have them make super. I'd basically turn them. I'd follow the Gengar rule. So like when you want them to be super adorable but cheeky, I'd have them look like Ghastly. If you want them looking misunderstood but also adorable, I'd make them look like Haunter. If you want them to look wholesome but also I think I could eat your soul, I'd make them like Gengar. Like that's the general. It's the Pokemon evolution rule of like the first and second gens. Like you start with adorable, and then still kind of cute, but and then oh my god, how did you? Why? Please don't kill me. Why is this here?
I'm dropping a picture of a tabby slime and pics and memes. Just so you guys have an idea, and why I love these things.
All right.
Those who are listening, you can just Google this at home. But there you go.
Yo, that thing looks like a silver scroll onigiri. No joke. Like if you took a rice ball and you gave it a squirrel tail. Oh, it's a great tanuki.
There's a variant of it that with the secret style, because I have that on Slime Rancher on PC. It has an alternate skin which makes it look like a tiger. So let me post that image.
Is it just a straight up tiger or is it a Japanese taiga?
I'll let you decide. Here's a one next to a regular tabby.
Oh, they made a second one too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a regular tiger. Okay. So taigas, I think you might know this, but like, you ever see in anime or in manga those tiger beings that are bipedal and they have that weird scar-looking like design on their forehead or somewhere on their head? That's really the difference. But yeah, no, both are acceptable and
You see what
it's orange flavor.
Right? They're adorable.
Yeah.
I am sorry, but
because I want to be as enemies. You have to kill them.
Because I can't stare at slimes without remembering all the several different and transformation things that had disturbed me. I've seen involving slimes where or slime basically covers someone and turns them into a slime, or a similar thing where they this rubber thing that turns them into these lifeless drone things. Some people are weirdly into.
Wait a minute. Is Slime Rancher essentially just Hell World but for slime?
You raise them, or well, I haven't played Power World yet, but I've seen it. But Slime Rancher, you just raise slimes. You go out in the fields, you catch them, and then you put them in a little field you have it at your base where you feed them. They give you these things called plorts. They poop out these things called plorts that you sell for money.
Oh, okay, so not exactly.
It's not Power World. Not enough gunfighting and turning them into slaves. It's more like raising cattle.
No. It's just unbridled cuteness.
Yeah, I don't know if I would go as far as saying all the pals that I've caught in Pal World are slaves. I don't necessarily make them do a whole lot. In fact, they spend most of their time sleeping because I've automated the damn my camps so efficiently that they're like, hey, master, can I do something? Yeah, go play in the sun. Or for all of my aquatic or all of my amphibious pals, it's like, look, we're by the sea. Go swimming and stuff. They're like, but we want to help you. You would help me by being happy. Thanks.
Yeah, I do want to play Power World. I want a plushie of a Chillet.
Oh man, Chillets are. I remember the first time I saw that giant noodle thing. I was like, I'm gonna catch that with a blue ball just to say that I did. And I did.
Fan art of people drawing Fillet with an actual Pokemon with Furret from Pokemon. They're literally long noodle things that they're just chill and they want to be your friend and they just want to hug them.
Yeah, like one is like one. I mean, I guess technically both, but one is like a really effective warm snood, and the other one is like what are those? What are the eel Pokemon things? Dratinis?
Yeah, it's just a furry snowy Dargon.
Yeah. I mean, and it's man, like again, I think I'd fire up Pal World once I get the graphics card installed, just so that I can look at those because again, there's it what Pal World lacks in plot, it does make up for in kind of this is Pokemon Farming Edition. If you were a farmer and you're like, I want to raise a farm, but I don't have like, well, no, they do have cows, so they have the giant cow. Oh my god, giant cow slime looking things. Anyways, yeah, Slime Rancher
No.
adding to a wish list for future reference.
I'll be right
By
back.
the-
I gotta use the bathroom.
By the way, you're talking, you haven't probably realized there's already a sequel.
Yeah, I added Slime Rancher 2 to the list, and then also Slime Rancher. But that being said, I do have to dip because it is the time to go sit in rush hour traffic because I have to go pick some folks up.
Don't murder anyone, and don't do. And see the person, and see the person I put in. I think pick some memes, doing something like that in your city. Just run him over. Society doesn't need him anyway.
I only think about running people over if they're jaywalking. And
Try sitting on the bike ride of a city bus.
I mean, I'd hate to throw.
Essentially prevent it from moving.
Oh, okay. I'd hate to throw stones on glass houses, but I may have hitched a ride, Marty McFly style, on vehicles before. But I don't know if that's what this guy's doing. It just looks like he's sitting on the bike rack. Why? There's a difference between, hey, I need to go faster. Could I grab this? Could I grab the inertia of this car? Help me go faster, and whatever the hell this guy's doing. Anyways, I'll catch you later.
All right, peace.
But bye, Keg.
Are you saved as slimes?
Oh well. Well, at least he was here for a majority of the time. We've been recording for Reese, how long? How long have we been recording? Oh, we're already over an hour. Okay, good. Because that's usually how most of my shows went anyway. That's perfect. So he was here for the majority. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Not off the top of my head. Oh, sorry.
I may actually have to use your thing from behind, or your feed then, because I wasn't expecting it because I was expecting you just to send me the audio. But if you're recording this shit, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to. You're right. Yeah, so, I know. Any other topics that we should discuss? We already beat fucking Roblox to death at this point, and that was so depressing. We had to go to happier things.
Sad but true.
Yeah, thanks for coloring half my brain. My other half is still full of idiot simps simping over AI images of all sorts of women. The first one, especially this includes midgets as well.
So you're saying you don't like short stacks?
No, I'm just saying there's a bunch of idiots. No, I'm just saying there's a bunch of idiots sipping over AI images of women.
Okay, I think the real vitriol that you may have at this point, Wheels, is that they're not simping over you.
I don't care. It's I don't want anyone to simp over me. I'm just saying, if you're gonna simp over a real woman, not an obvious AI image.
Are you saying you're not a real woman?
No.
Keep in mind, this is Booze talking.
No, and I probably shot myself in the foot by the way I phrased that.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, he did.
You learned to hop, skip, and jump right over the.
What I look like. If anyone wants to hit me up or whatever, okay, cool. I'm at the point in my life I don't really care anymore. I got my job. I'm like, as infuriating as it is, it does provide benefits and it actually provides stability. I have a roof over my head. Owning part of a house that I paid part of the mortgage on. I don't want to think about student loans. I'm at least at this point in my life, I'm self-sufficient. But at the same time, I don't want to have a kid as a dependent because I don't think I would be financially responsible enough to be able to handle that. Considering the amount of student loan debt and stuff like that, and I don't want to take funds away from the kid to pay off my own fuck ups in the past. And I don't want to think about it. So.
All right, I probably. Sorry for making you a bit sad in yourself.
Say again?
I feel responsible for making superhero feel a bit sad.
I do have wisdom I want to impart on the younger generation because I do have experiences. Which, when Jay was in here, because he's one of my student workers, one of my underlings, basically, while he's during turn. I try to instill, because he's literally just turned 21, I'm trying to instill as many actual things to know to expect in adulthood. Because, well, makes sense. Basically tell him stuff, how to handle money and stuff like that. Important things you should actually be aware of and know, because some stuff they just don't teach you in school.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, they don't teach you how to adult in school. I just now looked at your screen, Reese. You has a doggy? Kitty! I have an actual kitty. I have a Gatomon plush I'm holding. That's my substitute for an actual kitty. I'd rather actually have an actual kitty holding. But this thing's still cute, so I need to hold it because it makes me feel better. Yeah, you know what? You know what? Since you're OBSing it anyway, you're going to send this to me, I might as well turn on my camera so you can see my current state. There, I'm holding my Gatomon.
Oh, I think I put a put it in now. Of Sephiroth holding.
You can see why. You can see why I like this thing. It's adorable.
Like a Sephiroth holding a Digimon.
I actually named this one. Her name is Mia. She also has an alternate name, Matcha. If you ever played any of the Dot Hack games, you'll get the reference.
Okay, look at gaming talk.
Okay, let me turn off my camera first. What did you post, Ty?
Well, you have to see it.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Reese, you put that on stream or on screen. There you go. I gotta send that to my buddy Seth. I dropped my gun on one. Aw. Kitty. Some more what? Did he freeze?
What?
Oh, on my screen, or on my screen, you froze on my end, but it might have been in the recording. It might be fine. Keep in mind that Discord isn't stable on this computer. Like I said, I'm going to be getting a new one because, well, I'm going to have to do it within the next month or so because that's when Windows 10 reaches end of life. Yeah, because I need the space because I need something that's compact. Plus, it's portable, and it makes it easier for like when I was down in Ohio, I can still bring my rig or my computer there. Makes sense. And since I've been using black tops for like a good decade now, I kind of don't want to use anything else. I know they're not as powerful as actual rigs, but I do like the portability. I see you has Kitty in it. It is adorable. No, that's weird for a black cat I've seen because every single black cat I've ever met when I was in real life have been always lovable and they always loved attention and always loved being held. I miss my this reminds me. I just remember I miss this cat my brother used to have. He sadly passed away, but his name was he had a black cat by the name of Mustang. My brother named his cats after characters from like different animes and shit. And the reason why this cat was named Mustang is named after Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist because he had like white gloves, just like the actual Roy Mustang. But this cat was lovey dovey on. This black cat was lovey dovey on everybody. Would always just jump into your lap, and when you'd scratch his butt, he would do a thing that what I always found hilarious. He would try to lick the air. it is silly and adorable. Mustang was a boy. Yeah, Mustang was a boy, and he did that. I remember one of my earliest episodes of this show. I did show a picture of one of my brother's cats that, by the name of Chidori. He doesn't have her anymore, but at the same time, at the time, this cat demanded your attention. I was trying to record the entire thing, and it was an episode when I had Seth on as well as Adam from the other server. Tell me why. Back in the day, he was on Drop Dead Cynical.
All right.
I'm not kidding. getting into the other co-hosts, what they've been doing in the recent years, because, well, I'm not going to indulge in someone's psych or their psychosis or whatever, but at the same time, they do what they want, and I'm not really interested in that anymore, because if the person in question hears this, I'm going to tell you flat out, you do you, but I'm not going to enable this because it's weird to me. Why are you playing with a flashlight? Oh, okay. Oh, oh hi, Curvo. We've now devolved about talking about cats, but then again, I wouldn't have it any other way because that's just a feel good thing. Jeff ain't here, so I can't subject him to it.
Well, think about the mission was accomplished, sort of.
I think. Oh, you're not gonna mention the fucking or the psychedelic hell trip, are you? Dude, you were showing it again after my brother brought me back here, and I was showing some of the shit that you were showing, and we were just commenting on it. Thank God it didn't get to the part where, well, there there are two words, and I can't believe I have to say this, but at the same time, every single time, I'm like, when you show this to Reese, when you show this to people, Reese, you need to be fucked up in order to even be exposed to this. I do not need the concept of the words. I'm not drunk enough for this shit. I'm not drunk enough for this shit. My hell trip is not for the faint of heart. I'm just gonna leave it.
Or someone's sanity.
Oh, because I was recently playing through Coliseum again. This video for 18 plus. You might as well go fucking head say it. I don't want kids watching this. Okay.
No, it was mostly it was car crashes and porn because a lot of it was women getting fucked. Maybe, maybe not, but it doesn't explain most of the different, a lot of the different, some of the other ones, which are just songs with images layered upon images, and you're confused with what you're even trying to look at.
I think I made the better choice of playing Coliseum with my entire team of evolutions. Or at least all the ones you can get in Gen 3. Plus the, since there's only 5 of them, plus the Mew. Because, well, Mews are adorable. I think I made the better choice. I don't think I need
myself to. How is it a bad choice when one of your Pokemon's a mythical Pokemon?
Well, it's a Mew, and I want to hug a Mew because they're cute little psychic kitties that float around and have zoomies.
Yeah, but why are you saying your team's bad? Because you have a mystical Pokemon. What I was getting at.
No, I didn't say they were bad. It was just that I have an entire team of all the evolutions because they're adorable, and then my one Mew to fill out the 6th slot because it's my favorite. For those of you who don't know, the only reason I have this is because I don't have a GBA player or anything like that. I have save editors and the homebrew channel on my Wii, so I can just rip the save file onto my SD card, then plug it into the program and modify it. And so what I did was I gave myself the other evolutions that you can't get in the game normally, plus a Mew because I wanted one, but I had to raise it from the lowest level you can legally get one at. I say legally because the game has a term for legal Pokemon where you can actually use them in like tournaments and shit. So I had to make sure, and I had to raise it by myself. And raising a Mew from level 10 when your base level in the game is 25, and all it knows is transform and pound, is not fun. Is not easy. I had to teach it a TM, and then the next move it gets is fucking metronome. And then I'm like, because it only learns a level every 10, a move every 10 levels. And I'm like, it doesn't even learn a stab move that matches its type until it reaches level 40. My Mew on that save file is also named Mia, like my Godamon here, because of, well, I'm a fucking nerd and I like naming things after JRPG stuff from video games. Like I posted this on the on the Side Scrolls Discord, and I asked the people there, can you guess the references for the names? My Espeon and Umbreon, their names are Karg and Dark. Do you get the reference for that? I actually had to do it. Karg and Dark are the brothers from Arc the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits. Karg is the human and Dark is the Vamos. Well, they're half and half and stuff like that because they're brothers. But then there's Undyne, the Vaporeon. That's fucking Undertale. I had to do an Undertale thing. It's a female Vaporeon. No, don't make the fucking joke about the about Vaporeon, the Vaporeon copy pasta shit. But the other dot hack reference I have in there is my Jolteon by the name of Adley. If you ever played dot hack or like dot hack GU. And in addition to having Mia from Dot Hack, the original Dot Hack games, and Karg and Dark, Mia, Adley, Undying. Oh, and the last one is my Flareon. That's Mila, named after Mila Bassett from Freedom Planet. Because Mila's a good girl. I think we've hit enough of the events. We've already devolved from the Roblox shit to whatever.
Yeah, I think this will be a good. I think it's a good thing to finish the first episode, the first return episode.
Yeah, well, we may have to do this again, but I've actually had this was sort of an impromptu thing where I just messaged everybody in the moderator channel like, "Hey, I want to do this. You guys want in on this?" And you're like, "Oh, yeah, we're sitting on Roblox? Okay, cool. We'll do that." But yeah, for later on, I do want to do this more often than not, or like on we actually plan shit ahead because it's better than just springing it on people and be like, "Hey, I want to do this. You guys up for it?" Because I kind of would like to have Jeff here, and the main reason why I haven't done a show in so long is because our schedules are all over the place, and the days we do happen to be off at the same time, we're fucking tired from work. Because my schedule is uniform. His isn't. That's the problem. So actually trying to sync things up is difficult. Like, he's closing tonight, so he's not going to get off for at least another hour. And I'm just tired, and I'm probably going to be going to bed shortly after this. I'll edit this, or I'll post this tomorrow, or better yet, I may edit out or whatever, cut out the thing, cut out the intro. I'm just going to post what Reese recorded on his end, the actual video part. And, well, I have to edit it a little bit first. Well, we were singing beforehand, or when I do the singing part or whatever, I'll discuss it offline. I'm rambling. The alcohol has affected me. It's wearing off a little bit because I haven't had anything else to drink or anything else alcoholic to drink since the initial drink. But I still feel the effects, and I kind of want to crack. I kind of want to rest and sleep. And we've run, yeah. And two of the guys already left, and well, we're just rambling at this point.
I'm probably just going to go to TF2 or Overwatch.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say, hey, you guys have a good night.
Good night. Take care, and Spectre here.
Agreed.
And to add, monitor their online. Monitor when your kids go online.
Agreed.
And
I'll see you guys next time. Good night.